So I got this question over on my YouTube channel from Adil Ahmad. Said, "Sir, I'm new on Upwork. I'm submitting proposals from 6 months, but no one is accepting my proposal." So what I want to do in this video is give you 3 things that you can sort of look at to change that I think are kind of the common things that I find when people send me their profiles that are sort of red flags to me. So these may not all apply to your particular profile, but these are the big things to check. But before I do that, I just kind of I got to be honest about this whole thing. Like, I don't want to rag on anybody too much or anything like that, but I get this actually a decent amount and I never understand it. I think sometimes people with Upwork, because it's such a big platform, there's so many projects on there that they sort of get on there and lose their mind a little bit. But if you've been submitting proposals for 6 months and it's not working, like, you really have to rethink and re-strategize. And I don't know that here, right? I don't know that in this case, but a lot of times when I get these sort of messages, I'll ask, well, have you changed your profile? Have you changed your bidding strategy? Have you done any sort of research or anything like that? And the answer is often no. And so if you're doing something for 6 months and it's not working, a lot of times these people turn into the people who are like, oh, Upwork's a scam, or Upwork is awful, or whatever. And if nobody else has told you, it's not Upwork, it's you. Well, you can find whatever you want over on Upwork. There's people who make all sorts of money as freelancers over on Upwork. It's possible, but you have to do the right things. You have to understand how the system works, and you have to do the right things. Nobody likes hearing that, but that really is the truth of the whole thing. And so, again, what I want to do here in this video is go through a few things that you can do in order to make some of those changes. So the first thing that I recommend is that if you can, get a client account. A client account is a great research tool for you as a freelancer, because it will allow you to go in and search your niche, the keywords for your niche, and you'll see the freelancers that are showing up. You see the ones that are showing up at the top. You'll see the ones that are in your niche making good money. And now you have some examples to work from. Now, don't just go in and copy and paste, but go in and look at a bunch of different freelancer profiles in your niche and start to see what the trends are. What are they doing? What do they all tend to do? What are the key points or the things that stand out to you that are really good about their profile? And just do sort of a regular business analysis of it, right? A SWOT analysis: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, etc. So just look at it from that perspective and analyze it, and use that to give you insight into how you can then make your profile better, because these are the people that you're competing against directly. So that's the first thing. Now, some common things that I always find when I look at profiles that sort of stand out to me, the first and probably the biggest one is the portfolio. You really need to have a portfolio that sets you apart. One of the things I always harp on is it needs to be visually appealing no matter what you do. Visual appeal is just huge right now. So go through and look at your portfolio. If it's not visually appealing, if the stuff in there is not your absolute best work. One of the mistakes people make is they try to put everything that they've done in there, and you really don't want to do that. You only want to put your best work in there, because you never know what someone's going to click on, right? They may click on the third thing in your portfolio, and that may have been maybe not the greatest example, and so now that's all they see. So you want to make sure what's in your portfolio is your absolute best stuff, and that's it. It's better to have 3 of your best things than 10 mediocre things. So check your portfolio. Another one is your profile pic, right? A lot of people try to be a little edgy or whatever in their profile pics, or just don't spend enough time on it because they don't think it's that important. But when a client goes on there and searches for freelancers, the first thing that they're going to see, first thing they're usually going to look at is your profile pic. They'll see you in a list of other freelancers on the site, and they're deciding who to click on. And we are all visual people. We all tend to focus on faces and so forth. So the first thing they're going to look at is your profile pic. And if your profile pic turns them off, then they're not even going to look at the rest of it. So you want to have, it doesn't need to be anything super fancy or anything like that. It just needs to be a quality photo that doesn't discourage or turn anything off. Now, in my Upwork course, I have a whole video, which is, I think for a lot of people is weird, but I have a whole, I think a 10-15 minute video where I talk about profile pics, and I go through and show you how to create a good profile pic, show you examples of good profile pictures, because it really is that important. So don't just overlook the profile pic. The third thing then is just your overview. And the common things I see with your overview are typos or sort of grammar issues in your overview. You really want to go over that. If you're trying to get English speaking clients, you're not a native English speaker, try to find someone who is, that will look over it and point out any sort of mistakes for you or whatever. So that can be a big one in that particular context. Another one is just lack of content. There's not much in there, so there's not much for clients to read. You really need to fill out that completely and really put your best foot forward there. And then the third one, which is a little more subtle, which is there's a lot of times I see there's no real strategy in the overview, right? So it's just sort of kind of flying off the cuff and not presenting the things that need to be presented in an overview to build trust, to build credibility, to build authority, to make a client want to actually hire you. It's just sort of talking. And so you really want to have a clear strategy on what to say and what to do in your profile overview. Right. Then the third thing that I see often when people are struggling to get clients over on Upwork is they're bidding on either non-related or loosely related jobs. So, they might see themselves as a web developer, and in one bid they might go and bid on a WordPress project, and the next one it might be some Node project, and it's sort of all over the map on what they're bidding on, and their profile doesn't really clearly articulate some sort of specialty or anything like that. And so there's no reason, there's nothing that makes you unique or stand out or anything like that. What you want to do is you really want to position yourself as a specialist, which I've harped on quite a bit, and you want to bid on jobs that are really closely related to your specialty. So again, I'll go back to the example I always use, which is the services I offered, which is I would build membership sites using WordPress and a specific plugin called Wishlist Member. So it was very, very specific. There wasn't necessarily a ton of jobs that came through Upwork when I was doing this, but the jobs that I got were usually $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 jobs. So I didn't need a ton, right? So you just need to sort of know your niche. You need to pick a niche, know your niche, know the kinds of projects and what you'll get paid and so forth. And when you're bidding on jobs, bid on things closely related to that. Write your profile very closely related to that. So when a client clicks through and looks at your profile, everything about your profile says that you are exactly what they need. You are a specialist in exactly what they're after. That more than anything is going to help you get hired and build trust with clients. Anyway, that's how to deal with if you've been struggling on Upwork and not been getting the results that you've been after. Now, of course, if you really want to dive all the way in on Upwork, you want to learn 100% exactly how the algorithms work, what matters, what to do, what exactly to write on your profile, how to bid on projects, what to write in your bids, how to find the best jobs and the best clients, all of that stuff, then you can do that inside of my Upwork 101 course. It's like about an 8-hour course that goes into everything that you could ever want to know about Upwork. And how to be successful there. So you can learn more about that and see the reviews of the course over at upwork101.com. There you can also get free access to it over on Skillshare. So just go to upwork101.com. All right, that'll do it. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time.